All right, hey, it's Jim Moyna here, and this channel is called Moyna Bass Fishes. Okay, we are going to talk about the 2023 Day 2 MLF Tacklewarehouse Invitational Tournament on Lake Okeechobee. Okay, um, in this format is a 3-day tournament. The full field of 150 anglers fishes the first 2 days, and the third day they narrow the field down to 50, and all 50 places will be paid on the third day. If you finish 51st, you are out of luck, big time. So I am in 33rd place after the 2 days. After day one, I was 20th. I had 18 pounds 15 ounces on day one, and day two wasn't so good. I had 13 pounds 8 ounces 13 pounds 8 ounces on day two, for a total of 32 pounds 7 ounces and 33rd place. All right, so, and I didn't get near as many bites today as I did the day before. So what was the difference? The difference was, one, I hit my area the area where I caught most of my fish yesterday, I hit pretty hard yesterday. That's part of it. But then I also think, we kind of get this wind going, and I think some dirtier water filtered into the area I was fishing. It was kind of murked anyways yesterday, but I think today it kicked into another level of murk. And boy, those fish just would not play. Just it was stunning to see how bad it was in there. And I spent way too much time in there. I spent 5 hours in that area, and after 5 hours, I had 3 little fish. One like 2-pounder, and then one that was like 12 1/4 inches, which is like maybe like a 15 ouncer, and then another one that was probably like maybe 13 inches, just a pound or a hair over. So I was pretty low at that point. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, man, I cannot fail this. I mean, I got to pull this together to get in the top 50, to get paid, and to get a decent points, which is the goal. The goal is to qualify for the Bass Pro Tour, and you can't have a bad tournament. In fact, you need 6 solid tournaments. So if I'm sitting there like noon or whatever, and I got 3 tiny fish, those goals are in serious jeopardy of me falling short of them. So I changed areas finally, and I got into an area where I had a couple bites in practice. I didn't fish there yesterday. Got in there, fished, and I'm really getting discouraged because now this area is now producing. And I don't know why, because the water is still looking good. It hasn't been affected by any sort of murk invasion. It's looking good. So I'm thinking, well, maybe there's pressure. Maybe there's guys been in here already in this area. I don't know. And I'm really, really discouraged at this point. And I'm throwing this Senko, Nico Rig Senko along. Not going through. I mean, I'm still paying attention. I'm just praying that something hits, and it does hit. This fish hits it. I pull back on it, and I'm like, yeah, this feels like a good one. Well, it was a good one, and it was really good. In fact, it was. I didn't weigh it by itself individually, but it was like close to. It was probably like 5.5 to 6 pounds. Really nice fish. So now I got life again. All right, I'm like re-energized because now I've got this big fish, and maybe I can catch another one in this area. Because a lot of times in Okeechobee, when there's one big fish in an area, a lot of times there's other fish are drawn there for the same reason the one you caught was. So I'm pretty pumped now. So I keep fishing and fishing and nothing. So So now I'm like, okay, well, I've only got 4, so why don't I go back to where I caught the big one? So I go back, work my way back over that way. And the reason why is because I got this big female, and the fish are on beds pretty good right now. And the type of place where I caught this fish is very likely that fish was hanging around a bed. So I'm like, you know what? I caught this female, so maybe I can go back there and catch the male. And sure enough, I'm pretty sure what I caught was the male that was with this female. It was about a 2-pounder. So now I got a limit. So I continue to work the area and work it, and nothing. So I decide that I want to spend my last bit of time in the area where I finished day 1. Because on day 1 I caught two fish. I only caught 2 fish, and I worked it for about 2 hours, but each of them was a 3-pounder. So I got about 2 hours left, and I'm figuring if I go back there and I can catch 2 3-pounders like I did the first day, you know, that's going to put me in the top 50. So for sure. So I go back over there and I'm working. One of the fish I caught was on a chatterbait, so I'm throwing the piss out of the chatterbait. Nothing. The other one I caught was on a frog in that area. Throwing that all over the place. Nothing. I'm like throwing the Nico rig because that's what I caught the great big one on, and that's a good bedding bait. So nothing's happening. So finally, I do get to the area where I caught my second 3-pounder in this area on day 1 on the frog. And so I frog it, nothing. So then I pick up the Nico rig, and I lose one. So I'm like, dang. And then and that's a Nico rig. So I'm start fishing the Nico rig, and then I lose a little tiny guy. And then I catch one a little over 2 pounds. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And so then I keep fishing around, and then I lose another one on a Texas rig worm. It wasn't a monster, but it might have been like another 2-pounder. So, and I still have like that one that's like 13 inches in the live well that I desperately want to get rid of. So I fish around some more, and then I lose another one on the Nico rig. This fish I threw in, and I'm fishing these lily pads, okay? So I threw in there, and the fish set the hook, and they got me around a stock and then came off right away. So, but they're there. But this area is like going. It's happening. So then I work my way around, and finally I catch another fish. It's close to 2 pounds. Call out my 13-incher. So now I got 4 2-pounders and the one that's like 5.5 pounds, maybe 6, something like that. But before I leave, I mean, now I'm getting down to like, I got like 15 minutes left. And basically, I lose another one. And this fish, this bed I knew was there from the day before. But I lost that fish too. It was not a big fish. It was just a fish. But that area will definitely be on the hit list tomorrow. They're in there. Except there were no females in there. It was all just males on beds. So hopefully I can go there tomorrow and then pick up a female hanging out with them males. But I'll probably start where I caught the great big one. I'll probably go in there because I can't start. The area that got muddied up, I don't see it clearing up in one day. So I'll probably, I don't know if I'll even go in there. We'll see. We will see. But anyways, that's kind of my report. I do get to fish tomorrow, and I'm excited to do that. I'm really tired right now. It's just, I mean, up at, what time was I up at? 4:45 or whatever, and just go. Got the camper loaded up tonight. So, tired. I haven't eaten dinner yet. That's the next thing on the agenda. Dinner. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in and watching. Over.